Hello everyone! Today we're going to address one of the most challenging skills that a lot of students and candidates find difficulty practicing or attempting during their exams. Yes, we're going to address the writing skill. So if you want to improve your writing skill, if you want to improve your academic writing, if you want to get a high score in your exam, please make sure to watch this video till the end. So now, if you're ready, please, let's go. Hello again. Today we're going to be looking at the writing section of the Duolingo English Test in particular and the academic writing process in general. So if you want to improve your academic writing, this is the right channel that will help you achieve your goal. Today we're going to go through 9 points before we move to the actual writing. So the first point is the plan before you attempt the writing task. So as you know, in the Duolingo English Test, you have to write at least 50 words in 5 minutes. So what's the plan for this task? Actually, it depends on your ability, it depends on your proficiency, but in general, I prefer this plan, which is to allow yourself 1 minute for brainstorming and 3 minutes for writing at least 50 words. Then you should review your sentences by allowing yourself 1 minute to review what you have written. So again, please feel comfortable to choose the appropriate plan for you before you attempt the writing task. But as I said, I prefer this plan, but you need to practice it before you go to the real test. For example, here, let's imagine that this is the topic that we're gonna have in the real test. The topic is about healthcare system problems in your country. So, following the plan above, you should allow yourself 1 minute for brainstorming. So during the 1 minute, you should at least elicit 1 or 2 points to write about. For example, here I elicited 2 points to talk about this topic. The first one is about the shortage of medical practitioners. The second one is about the lack of hospitals in rural areas. So this is the brainstorming process. So it sometimes takes a minute, sometimes it takes less than a minute. Then you should allow yourself 3 minutes for writing at least 50 words. But if you are to write about 100 words, that's fine. But please keep in mind that the more you write, the more mistakes you commit. So if you feel comfortable following this plan, please do. If you don't feel comfortable, please try to choose the appropriate plan for you in the real test. Let's move to the second point. The second point is, please try not to go off topic. Try to keep your writing on topic. Maybe this point might be ridiculous to some learners, some candidates, but it's very important actually to keep your writing on topic. How can we do that? Actually, by brainstorming. When you brainstorm, you can know the points that you will stick to. So yes, it's very important not to go off topic. The third point is grammar. Grammar is an essential aspect of the academic writing process. Grammar is very important in the academic writing. What I mean by grammar here, grammar includes everything: tenses, articles, types of sentences. But here today, in this slide, I just focused on complex sentences. So please, when you do the academic writing, try to write complex sentences. Don't write simple sentences. Try to write complex sentences. Because if you want to improve your score, if you want to get a high score, try to write complex sentences rather than writing simple sentences. Here I listed 3 examples of the complex sentences. So this is just to have an idea about what a complex sentence is, just to have an idea about what to write. If you want to imitate, you can imitate. So these are 3 examples of the complex sentences. The 4th point is spelling mistakes. Again, some candidates, some learners might say that, okay, it's an easy point. I'm sure I'm not gonna commit mistakes related to spelling mistakes. But in reality, actually, even like hard-working students commit mistakes when it comes to spelling mistakes. So please, try to practice even the easy words, whether like writing by hand or typing on your computer or laptop. So practicing is very important when it comes to spelling. So try to make sure that you practice the spelling of easy and difficult words. Examples here, the word comfortable. Some learners write the word comfortable with E, comfortable. The correct spelling is comfortable with A, so comfortable. Another example is because. It's an easy word and we use it many times in our everyday life. But again, when it comes to writing, sometimes we commit mistakes. We don't know how to spell it. So because, what's the correct spelling? It's because, like this one. The last example, addition. So again, you might forget the T or the I for the word addition. If you are just like rushing yourself while you're writing, you might forget the I letter. The correct spelling is addition with an I after T. These are just examples about spelling mistakes. Like we know these words, but sometimes like when we rush ourselves during writing, we might forget one letter here and there. So please try to make sure that your spelling is correct. The 5th point is punctuations. Punctuation marks are very important, like especially when it comes to the Duolingo English Test. As you know, the comma is important, the full stop is important as well, the semicolon, the colon. So it's very important to make sure that you know what punctuation mark you have to put in each sentence. Here are examples of punctuation marks, as you can see here. So can you guess like what's missing in each sentence? Maybe this is like homework for you. Try to guess what's missing. But anyway, I'll give you the answers right away. But please try to do it before you see the next slide. So this is the correct answer. As you know, like the red punctuation marks in each sentence. So if you go back to the previous slide, you can just like identify what was missing in each sentence. Number 6, word choice. This is again another important element in the academic writing. Try to use academic words in your writing. Try to avoid using words that we use in our daily conversations. The first point in this category is don't use contractions. So try to avoid using contractions in your writing. For example, try to avoid the contraction form of isn't. Try to use the full form of isn't as is not. The same with aren't, the same with don't. The second point here in this category, try to avoid using everyday words, such as you know, very, a lot of, really, so. Let's have examples here. Number 1, most people think life is very hard. So again, we will try to avoid using the word very here. So how can we change the word very? You can just say, most people think life is difficult. This is academic writing. The second example, I'm not happy with the situation, but you know there is not much I can do about it. Again, this is informal. How can I change the sentence to make it suitable for my academic writing? I'm not happy with the situation, but I can do nothing about it. So I just omitted you know from the previous sentence. The third example, the scenery and weather were really beautiful. The scenery and weather were fabulous. So again, I crossed out the word really here. The fourth example, a lot of people were against this misconduct. So the word a lot of, again, I'm not going to use this word in my academic writing, so I will change it to many because people is countable here. So we need many people were against this misconduct. The same with number 5, but here the word water is uncountable. So we change the word a lot of and put the word much because water is uncountable. So much water is wasted every day. So word choice is very important. Try to choose, try to pick, try to write the academic words and not the words that we used in our everyday conversations. Number 7, variety of words. This is the core of your academic writing. It includes paraphrasing. It includes giving synonyms for your words in your writing. And it includes also the correct choice of academic words. Again, we're gonna allocate a new special video for this point just to show you how you can paraphrase, how you can like replace words by giving synonyms. So please, in the next video, I'm gonna explain about this point specifically. Number 8, passive versus active. So please, in your academic writing, try to avoid using passive voice. Try to use active voice. For example, here, measures have been taken. So this is passive voice. Please try to use active in your academic writing. Try to be straight. Try to be direct. No need to use unnecessary words. So try to use the active form of the verbs, not the passive. So the government have taken measures to protect people from COVID-19 pandemic. The last point is to use strong verbs. In our everyday life, we use, for example, here, he got a new car. This is correct. I'm not saying that this is incorrect. This is correct. But again, in your academic writing, you have to use strong verbs. So instead of saying he got a new car, you can say he bought a new car, or I prefer the last one, he purchased a new car. He purchased a new car. The same with example 2. The court ruled that the contract must be ended. This is correct. But I prefer the second sentence because the verb terminate is an academic verb. The court ruled that the contract must be terminated. The last example, my brother gave assistance to his friend. So again, this sentence is correct, but we need like a strong verb that we can use in our academic writing. So either we say my brother helped his friend, which is okay, which is correct, but again I prefer to use a strong verb, which is my brother assisted his friend. So how can we choose our strong verbs? Again, you have the list of academic verbs and words. Please try to check them out. It's just a matter of practice. You need to know how can you replace some of the verbs and use the academic ones. So it's not that difficult. It's just like a matter of practice. You need just to differentiate between everyday verbs and academic verbs. This is all about today. As I said, like this is the first part of the writing section. In the upcoming video, I'll be explaining about how to paraphrase, how to give synonyms for your words in your academic writing, how to use academic words and academic verbs. I'll leave you with the gift for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon to be the first one to receive our videos. Thank you for watching.